Yo, what's up guys, it's Pygoz here, the Crypto Pie, and today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin because Bitcoin will indicate what the market is doing, guys. And let's just have a look at what Bitcoin's doing here, right? So I'm on the daily here, guys, for a reason, and that reason is to show you like the overall trend, right? Because we are obviously soon going to be at an apex point right here, that I can draw here for you. Just make a quick triangle here, right? So you have like right here, guys. This is definitely something that you need to be aware of, that we're at the end of the triangle. So will we do one more bounce and bounce? You know, it's very unlikely, right? Because we are nearing the end here. So, and this is without any Elliott waves on here, just only some lines. And I just simply want to go over a few scenarios that could happen, right? So you need to be well aware that we can either drop down, go further up, or range for a little bit more and then fall down or go up, right? We need to make a decision before we end here. I made this line. I know I used to have it like a little bit bended, but it doesn't matter too much, because simple fact, we did find a lot of support here, guys. We found a lot of support over here at the 5.9, right? 6k range. So I simply put my line at around 5933. It doesn't really matter. It's basically one big area, right? The support is one big area, guys. The resistance, on the other hand, is look. So here, this is your support area, right? Let me just make that green. There we go. So this is your support area, guys. Okay. And so when we hit that, we need to see a bounce. If we don't see a bounce from here, well, guess what? If we fall through, then there's two things that could happen here. Well, one thing is you simply get a quick drop and then a pump, which you know, it's just to hunt all the stops under it to get liquidity for the pump, or it will simply keep dropping, right? So that's two things that can happen. There's another thing that can happen. As you can see, like we have this channel here. We can just uptrend here, break out of here, and start really an uptrend. That's another thing. It's just an option, right? Or we can literally fall down. So there's three scenarios, guys. All right. We can have a well, you know, the fourth is doesn't really matter, like the consolidation for a little bit, because we need to make a decision, right? So we can either drop and then go up, right? That's a liquidity hunt for the stops. We can drop like normally, you know, just drop all the way to 3k here, right here. That's where people get 3k from. It's not based on anything. It's just based on this price right here, right? We can drop down there. You need to be aware of that, okay? Or we can simply have a quick drop and liquidity and we go up. Or we can just break out right now. So yeah, that's your three scenarios, okay? So that is what I see on Bitcoin right now. So let's just zoom in on the 1 hour here, so I can kind of show you what went on here, why we have this steep drop, right? So what I think is the count now is more like this, okay? So you've got your 1, you got your simple 2, you got your 3, you got your 4, you got your 5. Done. Boom. Okay? Whoever shorted up here, you did a great job. I simply wasn't awake, but if I was, I would have certainly shorted, because look at this, guys. Okay? Very, 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 very simple short, right? R size lower, price is higher. Easy, right? Easy as cake. Very good money though. Easy as cake, but very good money. Yeah. So, do I think this will just keep up trending right now? You know, probably not in the weekend. That's not what I'm expecting. More of like go up, down again, maybe go up, right? Or like I said, guys, or we have the downwards movement. That's also a possibility, right? So will this hold again? I'm not gonna bet on it, right? I'll wait patiently for hourly candles to be done to show me what's up, okay? Obviously I did that here as well, and I thought like, well, you know, the bulls are very strong, so I bought in here, and I mean, I'm lucky because I just got out at break even again. But you know, if that weren't to happen, I simply had to wait for it to come down here, add more, and then get out, right? You can't always have that though. So it depends on the leverage you play, guys. I played it very low leverage, so I had that option, right? Obviously, if you play high leverage, so 5 to 10x, pretty high, right? Then you will certainly need a stop. Okay, I simply didn't because I bought in the drop, so then we kept dropping, right? So yeah. Guys, anyways, let's take a look at the altcoin market cap as well, because this one is showing a little bit different of a picture, okay? And we have to consider this as well. So we have what we call a head and shoulder meme here. I don't think this shoulder's done. The shoulder probably needs to make also a little bit bigger of a shoulder, right? I mean, it could be done, right? It could have a very small shoulder and pop, but it's definitely looking a lot better on the altcoins here. So yeah. But you also have to keep in mind that this can also fall, right? And I mean, you do have a trend line under here as well. We just went steeper and steeper, you know, like you see this. So we just went steeper and steeper. So it could pop as well, right? And when altcoins pop, then Bitcoin will pop as well. Okay, it's that simple, guys. It's a complete class together, right? An asset class together. Cryptocurrencies. It's not like altcoin's gonna pop and Bitcoin's gonna go down. That hardly ever happens. Okay, that hardly ever happens. So you have to see it as a complete asset class, which, you know, is cool. So we need probably to find support once more and then maybe pop. If that pops, that's very good for Bitcoin. Okay. Now, if Bitcoin were to pop first, like I was talking about, if we get the uptrend, I don't think altcoins will directly rally. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. I think Bitcoin will outperform the altcoins at that moment. For the simple reason that if Bitcoin pops out of such a long downtrend, guys, then I think that the altcoins, people will simply sell the altcoins, go into Bitcoin because they don't want to miss that rally. You know, and good on them, right? The same thing, if altcoins pop first, maybe people will sell Bitcoin, but you have to remember that most altcoins are played with Bitcoin, so they will just kind of go hand in hand, right? But obviously, if altcoins pop first, then I expect altcoins to do a bigger rally than Bitcoin, right? So let's just take a look at what altcoins could do here, based on nothing more than simply some projections here, right? So this one went about 42% here. So if I pop this above here, we just get another 30% on the altcoins, right? So 30% on the altcoins means probably about 10-15% on Bitcoin, purely based on that. Let's see, what else do we have. We probably can put a fib on here as well. Let me check fib here. 1.618 is reached here for your 3. This is your 4. Didn't hit the 1, so that's good. And then the 5 should get you, you know, right around here, which is way lower than what I expected, right? But it could still get in these ranges as well, so keep that in mind, guys. Okay. So guys, once again, we have a few scenarios. Bitcoin can uptrend, Bitcoin can fall through support, and then find liquidity, you know, have a stop loss hunt, find liquidity and then pop up, or Bitcoin can simply fall. So 3 options, guys, and in my opinion they're all about 33% chance. Okay, there's none which have higher chance than others. If someone says that, bull. Alright, it's just bull. You cannot know what the market's gonna do. Alright, you simply have 3 options and you need to keep them all in mind. Okay, so what is a good thing you could do? Let's get back on the Bitcoin chart here. Well, what's a good thing you could do if Bitcoin were to drop, you know, below the support? Is pretty simple, right? On BitMax, at least. On BitMax, you could go 1 time short. Right? What that does for you is so you don't lose US dollar value. Okay, makes sense. If you go 2 times short, obviously you're making money. You're making US dollar there. But you have to keep in mind that if we pump, you will get twice as hard hit, right? So you cannot make a decision right now, but rather than that, you need to wait for, you know, either, like if we pop out, guys, if we pop out, then, you know, expect a nice uptrend. You can just buy in and we'll go, okay? If we pop down, that is a tricky one, right? Because like I said, we got 2 scenarios on the downside, guys. We have one where we hit the liquidity pools, the stops, and then we pop up, or we simply fall down further, right? So that is the tricky one. So let's hope that we get above, because then it's the easy one, right? That's the easiest one to have. So yeah, that is basically how I see it right now, guys. Okay, so that is the update that I have for you guys on Bitcoin and the altcoin market. So yeah, also guys, I have a Patreon page, which is patreon.com/Pygoz, and you can become a patron, right? You can just check out the tiers and, you know, select which one is fit, you see fit for yourself. Okay, I have my first patron here, you know, absolutely awesome. I love that you guys support me, and you know, it's definitely not mandatory, but it definitely helps, right? So yeah, thanks for that. And also guys, if you're not in my Telegram yet, join up with the CryptoPies blog, where you can ask me any question, you can ask other people questions, and it's just a great chat box to be in, right? So join up with that. Let's see what's going on in here. We have some chart here, very hard to see. It's I think on the phone. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I see that. Okay, so I think we had another chart here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you see, I like it. Yeah, it could. I wouldn't just like bet on it. Okay, I wouldn't bet on this, Penman, because Ripple, this pump, right? Massive pump. The 5. You know, I definitely think we will get some kind of bounce, but don't expect the 5 to be this high. It definitely doesn't need to be a pump like that. Okay, it can just be a very slight high. You know, Bitcoin's prime example, right? We made a very slight high, higher than the last high. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Anyways guys, join up with that. Also join up with the CryptoPies feed, where I post all my videos, post about upcoming ICOs. When I find an ICO, I'll tell you guys to whitelist for it, so you are ready for the sale. But at the moment, don't expect any ICOs from me, because Ethereum and Neo are low priced, and that means your ICO needs to absolutely do super well for you to make a profit, right? So keep that in mind, guys. Also, what I do look for in an ICO is a strong team. I look for infrastructure projects such as blockchains and protocols, and of course we look for low token metrics, or low market cap, so it's easy to flip, so we can make some money there. Also guys, follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Pygoz, and follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Pygoz. Both telegrams will be in the description below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit that post notification button, and if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.